so we do not have our props today. Sue us. Let's just go. Cue intro. Hi, I'm Kirk.
I'm Court.
And welcome to FanCastit Gaming, the show where we take games and we list them and talk about them. And see what is your opinion on these games too. Today, instead of a top 10 list, we are going to do something different.
Yes, we are.
This is something that we had planned, that we always wanted to do. This is going to be a rank video. We're going to take a game series from any game, from any platform, and we are going to rank them how we think it should be. Now, it has to be a game with multiple different installments in it, right? And the game that we are doing today is a very popular FPS first-person shooter, and it was like the launch title for Xbox. The game series that we're doing is Halo.
Yes.
Whew.
So, what a game.
Halo holds a special place in our heart because Halo is the first game that we actually got involved with, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
But it's like the first game that we played to death. We have in total like over 2,000 hours in any single Halo game, and no, we just wanted to do a list on one of our favorite game series, seeing how there was bad titles and good titles.
Yep.
So, rules. So we are going to not include the Halo Anniversary games because those are just Halo games with better graphics.
Another rule is that we are only including the FPS version of the games.
So
we're not gonna put like Halo Wars and Halo Spartan Assault, even though those are probably good games. We're not gonna include them on this list because they're not really part of the Master Chief franchise, saga, whatever.
So those are the rules. Also, for this list, since we couldn't come up with different opinions, we kind of just ranked it as we thought were the worst to the best.
Yep.
So please don't hate us for not arguing about these ones, because
it is our opinion. Like, you guys obviously have your opinions on what's your favorite Halo games. Obviously, we can have our opinions as well.
Also, we are twins. We do share a lot of the same opinion on stuff. So yeah. Also, we just want to say that if you share a different opinion within us, please leave a comment down below, because obviously we are not gaming gods.
Not experts. We are not experts.
We are not 100% right according to like most of you guys. Also, remember, this is our own personal opinion, so don't start having like race wars in the comment section because of it, please. It's our own opinion.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna start off with what we think is the worst, or I wouldn't like to say worst. Let's say
the lowest tier of all the Halo games.
Sure, the lowest tier. Let's do fighting game references here. The lowest tier in all of the Halo games, and I know one of my buddies is gonna hate me for this because this is one of his favorite games.
Yes.
We're gonna do Halo 4. So why do I think Halo 4 should be the least on the list? Very simple. Campaign was weird. It was really weird.
That was a weird campaign.
Like, playing through the campaign. Oh, by the way, spoilers. The campaign was weird. It was really weird. I did not really enjoy playing the campaign that much. They introduced a lot of new weapons into the game, and if you ask me, they weren't that good. Yeah. I mean, it's either they were way too overpowered, or they were just way too bad.
So the incineration cannon, and then every other weapon.
and then every other weapon. We think the multiplayer was fine. The multiplayer was fine.
Really fun.
It was really fun to play, but I think it was just the weakest Halo in the series. And we both agree on this. This is why we made this list together, because we both agree on this. This was the weakest Halo in the series.
Halo 4 was not really going to do anything with the franchise. Like obviously it was a good game, right? But it wasn't as good as probably every other game. Like, actually sit down and think about it. Think about Halo 4 and think about which game is actually better than Halo. Which game is actually better than.
That's a good point. Also, you know,
Master Chief and Cortana story in that was really weird. Yeah, apparently Cortana loves the Master Chief. I don't know why an AI would have feelings for a Spartan. It's really weird. It's a really weird game. That is a Tinkerbell and Peter Pan type of nonsense right there. No, that's for Peat and Marc. Okay, so that brings us to the next spot, the second worst Halo. Guys, we love you, so please don't witch hunt us for this. Please don't hate us. Please do not. We're gonna put the first Halo in this Halo Combat Evolved. Guys, before you guys hate on us, this is our problem for Halo Combat Evolved. The campaign was fine. It was a fine campaign. They introduced the Flood in this campaign too, and you know, it was a fine campaign. Multiplayer. Okay. Let's talk about this multiplayer. So I played both Combat Evolved on the Xbox and the remastered version. Yes. And even on the remastered version, they didn't fix the problems that it had on the Xbox. Let's go over the problem, shall we? So obviously we're gonna be lighthearted about this because it was the first Halo of the series. Yes, it was the first Halo. So obviously had to work out its kinks, but still, it has some pretty big kinks. Okay, so let's talk about first off the graphics. Obviously it was made in 2001. The graphics weren't that great, but like still, I think they could have done a bit better, especially for a game company like Bungie. Let's talk about the spawning in that game now. So, if you ask me, Halo CE has one of the worst spawn systems in any video game ever. I'm pretty sure how the spawn system works in games that you spawn on your teammate, even if they're like even if they're in a battle, like you just spawn on your teammate. It's weird. It's really weird. Okay, so I'll give you guys an example. I was playing with him and my buddy, and we were playing free for all. You know, a 1v1v1. And you know, they were in the middle of a battle, and I just died because I was battling them, and they were now battling. And then I spawned right in the middle of their battle, and I got headshotted instantly by the both of them. That was fun. That was really fun. That was fun. Guys, Halo CE is our second worst. Although it's not a bad game, it is our second worst for the multiplayer alone. And what did you get headshotted by? The most overpowered Halo weapon. Can we talk about this for a second? Can we talk about this for a second? Overpowered Halo weapon of all time. Why is the most overpowered weapon in any Halo game the Halo CE pistol? The Magnum. It's called the Halo CE Magnum. Guys, it headshots you. Okay, first off, let's talk about this. It depletes your health in like 5 shots. Like, it's not even funny how bad that is. Guys, if you've never played Halo CE, right when you hop in the game, you're going to start off with an assault rifle. Immediately hit Y. You'll thank us later. That brings us to our number 6 spot, guys. This is going to be the freshest game in the freshest Halos. The latest installment. This is going to be Halo 5. Yep. So let's talk about Halo 5. The campaign was the weakest, if you ask me. Ooh. I don't want to get... I think we already covered that in the last video. It was an annoying campaign. Oh my god. Okay, so we're not going to dwell on the campaign too much because we already talked about it. Watch our last video to know what we think about the campaign. The multiplayer, at first, if the multiplayer was as it was during its launch, it wouldn't be this high on the list. Actually, no, yes, it would be. But Halo 5 has gone to hell. Let me tell you why. Warzone, one of the best things that you could ever add into a Halo game. Because this is what Halo needed. It needed a Warzone. And it's fun. It's really fun. Even though I'm gonna like talk about it, how bad it got, it's still fun. You know, you get all these requisitions and blah 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 blah. It's a fun game mode. And then the teams started coming in. If you ever played any other first-person shooter, you would know about people who like to spawn camp just for points. That is Halo 5 Warzone right now. It is spawn to get points. It's really bad. It is really bad.
And you know what? If you ask me, it's one of the best concepts I've seen in a game in a long time. You get to go fight enemies while at the same time fighting bosses. It's really cool. But it's just really, really bad. It's really broken. If they should really balance out the teams more, so like you don't just get inexperienced players. They should do this with every game, where you don't get like inexperienced players who are not really helping out the team. So like all the inexperienced players are playing with the rest of the inexperienced players, and the experienced players are playing with the experienced players. That's just my take on any other first-person shooter.
That's true.
If you're going into a game, they should put you like that, but I don't know. I'm not a game developer. Yeah, so essentially that is Halo 5. We don't think it's a bad game at all. If you ever come across it, Xbox fans, please play it. It's really fun. But again, the worst part of Halo 5 is not the war zone. It's the campaign. We will hold that against that game until the day we die. That brings us to our next spot. Would you like to introduce this one? Our number 3 spot. Our number 4 spot is going to be Halo 3 ODST.
ODST.
Orbital Drop Shock Troopers. Alright, so Halo 3 ODST is a good enough game.
It's weak.
It's a good enough game. It was a good spin-off to Halo 3. Okay, guys. It was kind of like an expansion pack. Halo 3 ODST is not a bad game. We will be the first one to say that it's not a bad game. It's just that the one thing I have a problem with is the fact that they had so much potential for this game, but the multiplayer in the game is Halo Reach. I think that it would have done like 100. I don't want to dwell on this game for too long because we've never played it for that much to actually care about it. But I think the multiplayer should have been Marines versus Marines because it's Halo 3 ODST. You're literally using Marines in the game, guys. And it was actually a nice concept to be using something not like a Spartan. I really like the concept of the game.
I love the concept.
And I really love Buck. I'm glad they made him a Spartan because everybody loved Buck. They were just like, oh my god, where were you in my life? Where were you in Halo 1 and 2, my guy?
Oof. Orgasms.
Okay. So yes, we don't want to dwell on it for too long. Halo 3 ODST will be this pick. Yep. That goes to our number 3. This is going to be Halo 3. Woo! Look now at that. People are going to hate us for this because I know there are a lot of Halo 3 fanboys who are like, oh, Halo 3 was the best one in the series. But was it really? Okay, so let's talk about it. Campaign was fun. It was a very fun campaign.
It was playing as the Master Chief and the Arbiter. If you're playing, woo!
And it's the first campaign in the series where you're not twins in the game while playing the campaign. It was a really fun campaign to play. The multiplayer was also fun. One problem with the game, just one slight problem, and that was the armor abilities. Armor abilities.
Were they armor abilities?
They're like, okay, so you know those abilities.
I'm calling them armor abilities because I don't feel like pulling up Google and searching up what they were called in that game.
You know those abilities that you picked off the ground, like bubble shield and the thing that gets rid of your shields and freaking the recovery thing.
Yes,
those I didn't like those. Am I the only one that didn't like them? But if you were like, oh, they're for strategy and stuff, okay. I don't know. I just don't like them.
Okay, so let me just break down why I think of them.
So you can use them very strategically, obviously.
You can, of course.
But these are the ones I actually like. Bubble Shield and the Shield Dropper. Those are the ones I actually like. The most useless one was the Jet one. That was not needed.
I don't know. We just walk up the stairs. Like, if you played Halo and never used the stairs once, then there's something like you're moving very fast in that game. Like, I don't know why you're not walking up. Like, they even gave you a map that didn't even have upper levels. You're just like, what am I supposed to use this for?
So, guys, Halo 3 is not a bad game. It's one of the best. It's the 3rd best in the series.
Very, very stellar game.
It's a very stellar game. Awesome mechanics. It's the 2nd best sequel in the game. Only getting beaten by the next one that we have, And I know we're gonna get killed for this.
Oh, of
this
course.
is
Just why isn't this number one?
because people regard this.
Because you will see why, Jimbo. You will see why this is not number one.
People will regard this as the best Halo game
Yes,
ever.
for a while I did too, but as thinking about this list, I'm just like, no, the number one spot probably is a bit better than this one.
So we're gonna put Halo 2.
Halo 2, Halo 2, Halo 2. Halo 2 was a very, very fun game. Do not get us wrong. Right?
If you ask us, one of the best multiplayers.
Nothing bad to say about this game. This game
Not a
was
single
really
thing bad.
fun. It's just that
The number one pick just beat it off slightly.
just beat it.
Because how good it was. Most people already probably know what a number one pick is.
Nothing. Not a lot of complaints for these two games actually.
Not really
Halo
a lot.
2 was a very
One
fun
complaint.
game.
One complaint. One slight complaint about this game. That is the ending for Halo 2.
It was very, very anticlimactic.
It was very
anticlimactic.
anticlimactic. Also, for a series known for having bad boss battles, this one had a very good boss battle.
Oh yeah, and,
You can even say Halo
nice.
5 had a good boss battle, but like it was a repeated boss battle. This was an actual good boss battle. And if you played it on Legendary, it was really, really hard.
It didn't just have the one boss battle. I'm pretty sure it had a few. Didn't know? Yeah, it had.
I mean, like
It had the Prophet.
it had the Prophets
And the Prophets, and it had the
one elite from the Arbiter mission.
Yes, and they also had what was it, General Tartarus or something like that? The big burly brute who
Yes.
came up to you with a gravity hammer and wrecked everything.
That is the first time we've seen gravity hammers.
That
being
is the
used.
first time we've seen gravity hammers being used, and they are really, 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 really scary on a big boss like that.
Yes. Halo 2, literally like zero complaints about that game. Awesome game, left a lot of memories for us.
Just a very anticlimactic ending.
Just a very anticlimactic ending. Our number one spot
Is honestly and truly the best Halo game to have ever come out.
According to us.
Any console. According to us. Obviously, you guys have your opinions, but in our opinion, this is the best one. I know a lot of people will agree with us when we say this. It's going to be Halo Reach. Halo Reach was the very last game made by Bungie before they went off and made
Destiny.
That's the one. Thank you for reminding me. Went off and made Destiny.
which is a pretty good game.
It is pretty solid.
It's a pretty solid
It's
game
not
series.
Halo Reach.
It's not Halo Reach. So let's talk about Halo Reach. Let's talk about Halo Reach.
Halo Reaches. Let's talk about the campaign. Let me tell you how it was the single best campaign out of all the Halos. You can argue with me about this. It was.
Yeah.
It was. If you did not have an emotional relationship with every character in that game, there's something wrong with you.
Okay.
Because you need to calm down. Okay.
So let's break down the campaign.
Yep.
So you have a team called the Noble Team who is doing a mission on I think it was like some sort of stupid mission.
it was delivering. I'm pretty sure it was either. I think it was Cortana.
No, I don't think.
Cortana.
No, I think they had a different mission, and it turned into the Winter Contingency.
Yes.
Which turned into the mission that ended them. So, let's introduce the Noble Team. First, we have the leader, Carter. Carter was the noblest leader that you could ever see in a team.
He is literally the most.
Other than McCree from The Thing.
Listen, all right. Carter is literally the most badass leader I can think of right now.
Okay,
I'm thinking of a bunch of leaders right now.
And then
Darth
we
Vader.
had Kat, who was the I don't even know what to call these people. Engineer, technology
engineer?
expert,
Yeah,
technology expert, tech person. She was the tech person.
She had the robot arm where she got burned in the by plasma burns.
Yes,
In the launch trailer for
Yes,
Halo Reach.
in the launch trailer.
Where you saw actually the first noble.
We'll get to that. Okay. So yes, we had Kat. She was the technical engineer. Also awesome. Oh yeah, I forgot we were supposed to explain their deaths. So Carter, how he died? He crashed a ship into a scarab protecting two Spartans. Two Spartans.
Yes.
We will get to them.
We'll get to
two
those
Spartans. Kat, she died when explaining something to Carter, and then she
No, it wasn't to Carter. It was to your character when you both were running to an elevator shaft, I believe, or running out of an elevator shaft. It was one of the two, and she got sniped by a needle rifle, which I think they should bring back into the games because that. What? Nothing. Oh, they should bring back into the games because that weapon was awesome.
It was.
It was really good. It was the best. It was a good precision needle or weapon. I don't know why they took it out, but anyway. Next up we got June. June is still alive. He was still alive after the whole debacle.
He was essentially the sniper.
Yeah, he was the marksman. Yeah,
and he was badass.
He was really sick. Like if you looked at him, he looked like he wanted to kill everybody there. But really, he was just really fun. Nightfall was honestly like one of my favorite missions.
It was such a fun mission
because
to play.
he was such a badass in that mission. He's just sneaking around and killing people like he doesn't even care, bro.
Yes, as we said, he lives.
Yes,
George.
he does live.
George is the heavy machinery.
Yes.
Literally, that's the one character that every game needs. He was heavy machinery.
Even though he was the biggest guy there, he was also the most lighthearted one. He was the guy that you probably were like very, very
close with.
Yeah, you were probably very saddened by his death.
He died. He sacrificed himself to make sure that our character was to survive, and he blew up in a ship.
Yeah, he blew up in a ship, so he could make sure the bomb could actually go off.
Yes,
and yeah, it was very sad. Very sad.
And then we have this one, Emil. Emil was, if you ask me, who was not our character.
He was not our character, but he was like
Emil was a badass.
He was like, if he was labeled something inside the noble team, it'd be labeled absolute badass.
Emil. He was essentially what I think he had a serial killer personality. So essentially, what he likes to do is like, it's one of those like, have you ever seen those movies with that one Hispanic gangster who has a lot of respect for people? He was one of those people. I just don't think he was Hispanic.
Maybe
he probably was Hispanic.
I forgot what they call their race in that game, but yeah, Emil, he was absolutely a G. He was the guy who had the skull helmet, right? How he died is he died in an absolute badass way too. He was fighting two elites, and he took down both of them. But he also got stabbed, and he died next to the anti-air gun.
Anti-air gun, yes.
Oh, yeah, anti-air gun.
It was very sad coming across his body.
Yeah, it was sad.
With his shotgun, his signature shotgun.
When I was younger, when I played the game, I actually thought Emil survived. I didn't actually see his body, and I was actually saddened to see him die. Next up, we have
our character.
But first, before we get to our character, we should get into the person before our character, the first Noble Six. We don't know a lot about the first Noble Six. I think
we just know that he sacrificed his life saving Kat.
Because Kat was supposed to plant a bomb that was supposed to go off, but she got the plasma burns as mentioned before. But he took the bomb, went up into the Covenant ship, and he destroyed it like the absolute G that he was. So they needed a new member, and they brought your character, the new Noble Six. He or she, you could actually switch your gender in this game.
Not the first game to do it, but the first one to visibly do it.
Yes.
Not audibly, visibly.
All right. Yeah. So Noble Six, your character, he was known before as like kind of a lone wolf type of person. Like even the team, when they saw him, they're like, "Oh, he's not gonna work well with the team." He worked really well with the team. He did a lot of things during the campaign. He destroyed a bunch of ships. He planted bombs. He did a lot of things for that team. He had a personal relationship with every single person on that team, especially George. All right. How he died is during the Lone Wolf mission, the very last mission. Kind of the last mission, where your one objective is to survive.
The eeriest one objective I've ever seen in a game.
Yes, it was very, very sad.
So how he died was that if you were to die in the game, it will instead cut into a cutscene where you have to fight a bunch of elites.
Oh, a bunch of elites.
This is one of the best cutscenes I've ever seen in a game.
Even playing the last mission, you can visibly see his visor breaking. You can his or her visor breaking. You can see that he wanted to go out. Like, he didn't, like, okay, guys, just to make our lives easier, we're just gonna regard him as he because we're both dudes. Yeah. He just went out like an absolute G that he was. Yeah. He even though he knew he used to be a lone wolf, he had a special bond with the team, and so he wanted to go out on the planet. He wanted to die on Reach. All right. So that's why we're putting Halo. Your Halo Reach campaign was honestly the best in the campaign. We didn't even get into the multiplayer yet because we were too busy on the campaign. Yeah.
Multiplayer was great. Multiplayer was great. That's all we have to say.
Multiplayer was great. It introduced a lot of the abilities. They kind of fixed it a little from Halo 3. Pretty solid. They also introduced assassination instead of just punching them in the back. You actually go up to them and you get some nice stuff.
What's that? Insubordination? Hoo-yah! Also, they had Forge, which was awesome to play. I think Halo Reach Forge was the best one. And just because we already dwelled on Halo Reach so much, let's just I'll just quickly say the firefight. This essentially was Warzone Light, except you only fought enemies.
Yes.
Not like other players. Enemies. So Halo Reach is our personal best Halo in the franchise. If it never was released, Halo 2 would have been an easy pick for us. But Halo Reach, we believe, was the best one in the series. Yep. We believe. Yep. Which brings us to the end of the video. We believe that Halo Reach was the best one. Do you disagree with us? Obviously you do. Obviously, you gotta like even putting Halo 4 as the worst Halo. All people are gonna be like, why isn't Halo 3 ODST? Well, Buck is in that game, so shut up. All right, so thank you guys for watching this video. Tell us if you agree. Since we didn't have separate lists. Tell us if you agree with us, or you can leave your personal list in the comment below. Also, please follow us on Instagram, Facebook. I don't even know if we have a Twitter, but if we do, follow us on that as well. Follow us on Yelp, IOL, everything. Those are things that we have. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel and FanCastit. Also, subscribe to Qualia and Noir. These are where the videos are going first until we get our YouTube channels all set up. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. We have gotten a pretty good amount of support for the past 2 weeks. We've been releasing videos. We have been your host. I'm Kirk.
I'm Court.
And we will see you in our next video that we are totally going to record.
Peace.